when Logan was on the receiving end of two mighty challenges. Footy's come back from Leeds and throw this down the line. They go there first. Again, towards Calvert-Lewin, does get there, but it ends up going out for a throw. Well, there would have been talk in the week from David Moyes' point of view about how they were going to deal with a man returning to face Everton. Calvert-Lewin. Tarkowski.
I think what's important against Calvert-Lewin is trying to keep him out of your penalty area, to keep him away from the 6-yard box, because if the service is there for Leeds, he's a real danger in the air. We've seen that already during the course of the game, the problems that he causes centre-half. So again, you've got to keep him away from your goal.
Purdue. Going for here, struck tightly by Tarkowski and Patterson. Purdue, Stroud does help it on. And Jai, though, putting it away for Everton, and Harrison spins McNeil. Purdue. Ruev. Justin. Well, so at the start of the season for that Leeds' away record, you wouldn't think that the way they've approached this one so far.
Press.
On by Calvert-Lewin.
Almost looked like
But now Ajay try and bring this ball away, and Stack got across. He felt that came off Ajay last. Mikalenko. Brown. Tarkowski. Mikalenko. It's going up. Armstrong. Gets it to Tarkowski. Patterson.
Tarkowski has been a beast for Everton.
Patterson steps inside. Armstrong wanted it to the defence. It's going to be a free kick at the end. Well, when we speak about Leeds United, you think about the players that have come in, the players that have stayed in the club, a lot of changes. They are quite a senior squad as well. Not a lot of youngsters going to look in, but it's working for Farker at the moment.
Yeah, they're one of the best kind of championship teams that I'd ever seen, really, but they completely ripped that up. And what they had to do to survive in the Premier League is a completely different challenge than getting out of the Championship. And they brought in a lot of experience, a lot of physicality, as well as big players that were brought in to take them some time just to settle.
Leeds United chairman's haircut, you see that?
Chairman and co-owner, it has been a positive run, to say the least. There are some of the signings there at the moment. Ogle. Stack across. Harrison is there, he leads it.
Ooh.
And
What a goal.
is there to score.
What a goal.
A deserved opener for Leeds United, who've been on the front foot, away from home. And it all starts with the
Well worked goal. Well worked. Superb goal. Superb.
I mentioned Aronson and Stroud. They're causing Everton so many problems with the positions that they're taking.
They're causing Everton problems.
The right-hand side, who provides the cross. And that ball breaks. It's Rode on here who challenges. Look how he sprints to get a challenge in.
Look at this Look at this keeping the line. He's on the line. He's on the. Look at that. The dummy there. He made that goal happen. This year made that goal happen, man.
Just think he's coming onto the ball, finish it rather than go and try and retrieve it, hook it goalwards. Aronson makes the right choice, but Leeds, they only did half an hour. They've been the better team, and they deserve to take the lead.
His second Leeds goal, but his first for the club in the Premier League. And
What
a
a
big
goal.
one for Farke's side, who have put in a very impressive performance on the road in the first half an hour.
And I mentioned it earlier.
Leeds will definitely survive.
You play with
They'll
wing-backs, they've
definitely
got to
survive
get
this
high
season.
up the pitch when you have possession, and Justin does just that. He becomes basically a striker when the ball comes in from the other side. He covers the ground to get there and finishes it in a really composed way.
Well, Everton not happy. They felt there was a foul in the build-up to the goal.
That's definitely not. That wasn't a foul. Definitely wasn't a foul. Clearly, you can see it.
So Everton now having to respond, having started well in the first 5 minutes of this game. They're second best to Leeds United since then.
Yeah, they haven't really had control. Leeds have dominated the ball and looked more threatening.
Patterson. The drive inside Aronson across. Just wouldn't have thought that they would have the third worst away record.
Leeds definitely not going
Everton
down.
aren't
They're
happy
definitely
with
not
the
going down.
challenge road on Njai. There's a possibility of a foul here. I don't think there
They've
is.
survived. They've
He
come a
doesn't take
long way.
Njai out. He plays the ball. There is maybe a bit of contact. That's absolutely not a foul. Actually, Roden
It's
hardly
not a
makes
foul.
any contact with Njai at all. He goes to ground.
Njai went to ground too easily.
Stack going in again. He's put in 4 tackles Stack in this match, more than anybody else up to now. He's a useful figure in that midfield for Leeds. The German. For David Moyes, be a bit concerned how this game has gone so far.
And the first goal has gone to Leeds, but Leeds have looked to a better understanding. They're zipping the ball around. Their formation is working really well. They've simply been the better side for half an hour.
Then O'Brien, but Calvert-Lewin was too strong. Aronson.
DCL is causing them problems. Absolutely causing them
To the back
problems.
post, just in there again. Calvert-Lewin holds up the centre-back butts. Too much, and Calvert-Lewin saying, I think I had that one, Ref.
I think it's the fact Tarkovsky's actually attacking the ball and Calvert-Lewin just leaned into it. It is a foul. He says he's protecting, trying to protect the ball. He isn't. He's actually caught the centre half there. But great work initially from him to win the ball back. That's I think something we look at Calvert-Lewin's his goals and just his goals, but he works so hard off the ball as well. He presses opponents, and he can only do that when he's fully fit. So whatever Leeds are doing with his training, he's playing regular games for them, which I wasn't really sure he would do.
Let's just tell you which players had the most shots.
There they come again.
Half an hour, James Justin, but here's Aronson on a run. From Patterson in the end was key, but Aronson an impressive start as well.
That's all the Everton defender Patterson can do is just get back into a good defensive position and recover, because Tarkovsky gets bypassed completely, far too easily. The right back has sprinted back and got himself into a good position to clear the danger, but Aronson, Stack, causing Everton real problems with their
Everton are struggling. They are struggling at home.
Hard work for Patterson back there.
They're struggling at home.
At this stage of the game, Everton have to make sure they don't concede a second before half time. They're being overrun.
He goes to the corner, ball now wasn't really from that. He needs first. Harrison.
Jack Harrison is good, man. It's all been Leeds, man. 13 touches in the box, in the Everton box. 2 shots on target, Everton still no shot on target. They are struggling. There they come again.
Consecutive game in the Premier League, and they're looking for a second here. Bogle across. Calvert-Lewin. And then Amplitude following up. Well,
just hit the ball, hit the bar. DCL just hit the bar.
Against his old club.
He's dying to score against Everton. He's dying to score against his whole team. He's dying to score against his whole team.
It's a brilliant forward
Oh
ball.
my days.
The weight of his pass is excellent as well. Great cross, and Just needs to really redirect it to Pickford's right.
He's dying to score against this whole team. You can see it.
Gets his goal on his return, but just stabs it towards the near post. And can't quite turn it home. I think that touch, defensive touch as well, maybe just makes it more difficult.
Yo, let me see if Sean is available. Yo, you're missing out on a good game, man.
Just wonder whether Calvert-Lewin and Leeds will regret that. They're dominating the game. Should really be 2 up.
Fair to say at the moment, Everton hanging on a little bit. Just thought he'd be 1-0 down right now.
See Aronson again at times, been out on the left-hand side. So with that opportunity that he created into a central area in between the Everton lines, he's really struggling to contain him.
James Justin, 3 efforts on goal in this first half. Scoring that first Premier League goal for the club, but he scored his first goal for the club in the FA Cup against Derby not that long ago.
Leeds formation working perfectly, attacking midfielders, influencing the game. It's just dominance, really, total dominance from Leeds. Their wing backs, as you mentioned there, high up the pitch, influencing the game. And it all comes from comfortable possession high up the pitch. Then your wing backs can get you ball. Your attacking midfielders can go walkabout looking to pick up possession. And Everton at the moment have no answer.
Calvert-Lewin, so far, but it drops. Thanks for Mikalenko. And Jai falls backwards. Pickford goes long. Armstrong can't get into the game at the moment.
Oh my. Oh, unlucky. It's unlucky.
Support trying to urge their side forward. Patterson. Now Gay. To O'Brien. Mikalenko. And Jai. And Bogle. And Jai.
Ooh.
Get round Bogle.
Come on. What a tackle.
Armstrong. Gay. Patterson. Sends it in away by Stroud. There's O'Brien. And it's a free kick though.
Well, he has targets in the box. That pass is such a poor delivery, though. So easy to clear. And Calvert-Lewin doing just the right thing here. Just getting himself in between the ball and the defender and drawing the foul. It is a foul.
And Everton fallen behind in recent times, where they've lost 8 of their 9 Premier League games for conceding first in this campaign. And the last 6. Stroud. Justin. Dana going long. Think about
Leeds are so comfortable on the ball.
down the
They're so
left-hand
comfortable on
side,
the ball.
having been in the back 3 against Fulham.
This week, it looks like all the away teams are winning their games. And the home teams. Oh!
Here comes Aronson once more.
Shoot!
He fancies this.
Oh,
but
no.
Really test Pickford better.
It's a poor strike in the air, but James Justin just lets that ball roll over his laces. Brilliant touch to set Aronson away.
Here's Armstrong. Armstrong. Does get the free kick. Over Calvert-Lewin.
This ball was coming in from the wrong side. It's a challenge he really doesn't have to make. If he really gets the ball without possibly catching the man, which he does. This will suit Everton. Open play, they've really struggled to create anything. But from set plays, this is a really dangerous area. Decent delivery here. Big lads up from the back. There's a possibility for Everton to equalise here.
This will be Garner or McNeil.
Yes, laddie, just go ahead. Alright, man, no worries, no worries.
It is Garner. That's not the best delivery in the world, but Justin can only clear it.
Grealish is injured.
Oh, he should be doing better.
He's out for a month, I think.
It should be given a corner
Jack
away.
is out for a month.
A really poor ball from Garner.
And you can see they're missing him. They're missing Grealish.
Another go.
They're getting dominated by Leeds right now. And they have a corner. Yeah, he's injured. He's missed the past couple of games. The last game, he missed it as well. I think they beat Villa when they went to Villa. He missed that game. And I think they beat Villa. Villa bottled that game. So he's injured.
It's the problem for Everton finding that attacking quality.
But Dominic Calvert-Lewin is putting pressure on them.
In their own half. So when they've gone forward, they look really rusty. And
former players coming back to haunt their teams, man.
Calvert-Lewin backing into O'Brien. And Purdue. It's for Bogle. It's the throw-in. What about the American Aronson?
He was playing well. He was in contention for the World Cup, for the peak. So I don't know what this guy is going to do now. Hopefully he's fit before then. I don't know, man.
Down that left-hand side in particular, but he's drifting.
Mate, what do you think about Kobe going to the World Cup?
I'm not sure where he's going to be.
From the opposite side.
What do you think about Kobe, Harry Maguire, and Kobe going to the World Cup? I'm not sure about Luke Shaw. He's been solid, Luke Shaw. Wow, the tackles are flying in, bro.
Sometimes the referees can't win. They see a challenge, they know it's a foul, but then they pull them a sliver slightly too early, just as Everton were breaking away.
It's Patterson. Tarkowski. He's getting Mikalenko. Tarkowski.
You reckon if Kobe continues to play like this, he'll be on the plane, he'll be on the flight?
And Everton lose it. Stack can bring it away. Stroud.
Ooh.
Well, a rare nervy moment for Leeds in this first half.
That's one thing they've got to guard against, maybe a bit of complacency, individual errors.
And that goes out of play to compound the frustrations for Everton. Meanwhile, taking place at the same time as this, Coventry City are
I mean, I don't see why not, but
in
you know,
the big game in the Championship, and Coventry with
I think
in a fabulous position.
I don't know if you've watched you've seen Michael Owen's interview with Ferdinand.
Inessa with a goal there.
When I watched that interview, I actually agree with Michael Owen. Right. How many English managers you actually see them gain the opportunity to manage a top club? Like, they get into that top club. Like, okay, no matter what, we're going to stick with you. And we don't tend to see that a lot. Whilst in Spain, we've seen Pep got straight to Barca. We've seen other Abelot straight. See, the international players, the national players, they get the top jobs. And I think the Premier League should probably make a rule on that. But you know what? Top clubs, at least 50% of top clubs, should actually give their, you know, ex-players a chance to manage it and just see how it goes. I won't mind him having the job, but I also wouldn't mind a big top manager comes in and take the job. As long as it's not Amorim again, it's not that fraud.
This really underlines what I was saying about his first half here, playing like the home side.
As long as it's nobody like Amorim again, who's stubborn, who doesn't respect the game, who doesn't respect the players, who doesn't respect the league or other managers. I don't. As long as I don't mind. any manager coming in, top manager coming in, if Carrick doesn't get a job. But yeah, if he gets the job, I'll back him. Like I'm backing him now. But it's a tough call. It's a tough call. Ineos ready to put hundreds and hundreds of millions on him. So, go ahead then, go and win the league. Go win the Champions League. Can you see Michael Carrick winning the league? Why not? Woo!
Without the precision. Yeah, I think the angle is against him. He's getting closed down. He's got to have
nearly. James Garner. I reckon he should come back to United.
Maybe the better option would have been just to lay that ball off. But considering how the first half has gone, Everton just haven't had many opportunities really. So no surprise that Garner takes the shot on. Really, maybe should be passing that ball, being unselfish. I can understand why he strikes it. It's a wild swipe of the ball technique.
I think he knows himself that probably because he's a club legend, he's not going to force his way to say, you know what, push them. All he can do is win games and put himself in a good position. You know what I mean? Like, if he win all the games now, from now till, you know, the end of the season, I don't see why not. If he comes in, if he comes against a manager like Glasner, manager like, what's the guy called? Dizabi, a manager like the guy at Fulham. If he come, if it's against those lot, I'd rather give it to Carrick. But if it's against Ancelotti, the guy from PSG, you know, Thomas Tuchel, yeah, I'll give it to those guys. But if it's just one of those other managers who say, okay, we're going to give them a chance in the Premier League, in the top club, no, I'll give it to Carrick. Because I will not pick. What's his name? The guy at Fulham. I will not pick him over Carrick. I will not pick the guy at Brighton over Carrick. I will not pick the Dizabi over Carrick. I will not pick those guys over Carrick. But if it's a top manager, I'll say, yeah, go for it. Why not? So I think Carrick himself will understand. We want to show respect to those guys.
Keeps his footing. Patterson.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. All you can do is win the games. If you win the games, then
a little restless.
It's all good.
Good reason.
2 minutes of added time here.
To get the ball into the box again, work the way towards it. Armstrong had no option ahead of it. Put his arms up in the air there. And they don't get into the penalty. With boos. Neil Dickinson, because James Justin's goal separates the sides.
I will not give that job to him if Michael Carrick wins all the games, right?
Almost scoring against his old club, striking the post. It has been the visitors.
DCL is bleeding in his mouth. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is bleeding. Right. If he comes in competition with Glasner, I will not give it to Glasner over Carrick. I will not, because Glasner, right? First of all, it's already, as you can see, he's always chatting to the press. He's always creating trouble, or if he doesn't agree with the club, whatever they're doing in the background, right? It comes out in the media. Whilst Michael Carrick, I think, will probably manage it internally. So if you look at how these managers, they say stuff and want to get sacked and get a quick pay and leave. And if he comes to United, I guarantee you, he's going to get good pay if they sack him. So if he's not happy 1 minute, if they don't give him one player that he doesn't want, like Palace, they didn't want Palace to sell their captain. They didn't want Palace to sell certain players. But their captain is coming to the end of their contract. Do you want to see them lose money? You know. So from a business point of view, I see where the owners, were coming from. But from a footballing point of view, Glasner was right. Keep my captain, I'll do well in the job. And he did so far. Now that he's gone to City, you guys are going for 20 million, the bargain of the year. That's the bargain of the century, probably. Only time will tell. Yeah, but I don't want something like that again to come to United. I don't want anything that looks like Amorim. I don't want to experience that again. What Amorim did at United, calling the players the worst players he's ever managed, you know, turning people against the academy players, right? Okay, questioning people like Kobe Mainoo, who we know is great talent. Like, definitely, I wouldn't want a manager like that to come back and go, I want to make a statement. My statement, I'm going to get rid of one of your own, get rid of the academy or go against whatever, the fans, turn them against certain players at the club. I don't want that, man. I don't want that. So Glasner will be one of those people. We don't want, they're too emotional. Look at Carrick, man. Carrick is just chill. And that's what you need. So Alex was quite chill. He was stressing when the game was on, but after the game, he just handles business. He just handles business, handles the press really well. And Michael is doing it at the minute, mate. How is my connection showing on your side? It's showing that I'm buffering. I don't know, my camera, something is wrong with my camera, I think. What do you think? Would you give it over? Yeah. So if he leaves as well, I mean, Glasner is leaving anyway at the end of the season. He's leaving. He said it already. So that's a given. We know that. Okay, no worries. Glasner is leaving at the end of the season, so we know that. But um, is he? Do you want somebody like that to come to your club? I don't know. I don't think so. It's not a Pep Guardiola. You know what I mean? Pep can say whatever he wants. Pep can see whatever I want. The club will still go, you know what, we'll keep Pep. We don't mind because he's Pep. But Glasgow, I know you want a trophy with them. You want a cup with them. But still, when you're managing a club like Crystal Palace, it's more business than football, right? They don't really care about. I'm not gonna say they don't care about football. They do, but when they see money, they'll go for the money first um, before football, because it's all about partnership. Their partners want money. They trying to make money. Um, but I don't think I want somebody like that at the club. I don't know about you. What do you think? From a City point of view,
We always talk about Leeds, this run of form with the three at the back, five at the back. Has that caused a problem for Everton as well as their energy?
Oh, a massive problem. I mean, Leeds have been fantastic. I mean, Everton have
I
been
couldn't agree with you more,
Madrid,
man.
they're in
Could
the
have
low
put
backs.
any
That's what
better.
it looked like in this first half.
Honestly,
But the wing
that's
backs
the way I
below
see it.
huge problem. So you see this coming together here. There was
Anything
plenty of
below
being a foul. I'm
Thomas
not sure.
Tuchel, anything below
Yeah, we'll come back to that. But I think for me, and I've mentioned
Carlo
this a lot with
Ancelotti,
Liverpool,
anything below
a lot with centre backs.
the
You
guy at
have to see
PSG.
that danger. You have to
What's his
see
name
the
again?
runner
The
there.
PSG guy.
I've been in that position myself.
Bro,
And you can
anything
see
below
that
that,
before it's going to happen. You have to
he's
stop
taking
the
it. They
danger,
will be taking us
Right,
backwards.
and he can just nullify it there. But
And
over
watch
on
this.
that
When
side,
Pep
culturally, the
leaves
problems, it's Stafford
your
goes
club,
and makes the
when
run.
Pep,
Calvert-Lewin
if
is
Pep leaves Man
brilliant to get
City,
across the front there.
Man City are going to get club
The wing
legend
back
to
on the
manage
other side,
that
Justin comes
club.
in and makes it 1-0. But Jimmy, talk to me about that run from
Or
Calvert-Lewin.
somebody that's been at the club.
Is that as a striker?
It is important. If you look, he peels away, and then out of a sudden he makes that pace. He comes to the.
That's what City going to do. City going to get someone
the ball, but there is somebody
from the
at
club.
the back post to put it in. He takes that defender
Potentially,
away,
they could get
and now out of a sudden
company to come and
the
manage
right
the club.
fullback is there with two
They could
players,
do
and
that.
he has to make a choice. And then the wing back, Justin scores.
Here's a potential foul. Is there an elbow up there from Stack on Njai? We'll give you another angle of that, Jimmy, as well.
Yeah, you see a little naughty push with the elbow, yeah, but
is it
It's not enough.
hard
That
enough
foul
for
is not
him to
enough.
go down like that?
He thought so.
He thought so, yes, but obviously VAR didn't.
I don't think it's a foul. I think it's one of them ones when it's a game sheet, you say it's a foul. If it was the other way around, it was Everton, they wouldn't want the foul be given, you know, and take a goal off themselves. So I think we got the right decision.
It's no foul. There's no foul there.
Yeah, he comes across off it. He crosses across it, and he does. You see it a little bit.
It's a cheeky one.
Yeah. It's one of those, isn't it?
Do you want to see it at an angle?
You got elbowed on the neck, and then he's holding his side, so it doesn't even make sense.
No, it's not happening for Everton. James Justin's had 4 shots in the first half. That's more than he's had in a game in his Premier League career.
Yeah, certain players they should only be managing mid-table clubs, and certain players should stay in the Championship. Certain players should be given an opportunity, a chance, you know. And players like certain managers, and coaches like Carrick or managers like Carrick should be given the opportunity to actually try their hand on a big club, right? And if they don't succeed, then bring in somebody else. Like manager like Rossini is doing it now. He's been given the opportunity to manage Chelsea, and good for him. If he wins, brilliant. If he fails, man, it's not just this season. The people, I agree with you. The people are the worst people. That's why they're saying, you know, the ref that gave that decision against you guys at City, that refused to go to the monitor. He played football. The ref is actually an ex-footballer, so he knows what he's talking about. So when he refused to go to the monitor, he must have had a strong knack to say, mate, that's not a foul. I've been there, I've done that, you know. And when you look back at that decision, you can tell, yeah, it's harsh, but it wasn't actually a penalty. If Pep had lost that game, then you would have, you could have said, you know what, maybe he was outdone by. But you won the game 2-0. And the way Pep came out and spoke about that ref, it was unbelievable from Pep. I didn't like that one, but I could see where he was coming from, because you've seen them given before, but also seen them gone in favor for Pep at some point. What the fuck are you exactly? What are you doing? What's the point in you looking at it if you're gonna send him to the monitor? Like, if you've seen something there, just tell him, this is what we've seen. Make the call. It's a penalty. It's not a known penalty. But then, it's like they want to look good. They want to make the ref look bad. You know what I mean? And it's the politics in it. Too much politics in football, man. Too much politics. It's the politics. Like, they want to look good and they want the ref to look bad. And for ref, that was his biggest game, right? Yeah, the Dallo challenge was definitely a red card. I agree with you. That should have been a red. Absolutely, that should have been a red. But also, there were instances from, what's his name? Your captain. Your captain, where he kicks Bruno Fernandes for no reason. He kicks Bruno. Like, why would you do that? I don't know if you've seen that play where Bernardo Silva, Bruno was running and he just kicked him. That could have been a yellow card. That could have been a red, depending on the position where he was. But yeah, VAR, the people on VAR, they're absolutely ridiculous, man. I can't lie, they made the game better for us because we had 11 men in there, because he would have been 11 against 10. But it should have been a red. It should have been a red. Yeah, they need more ex-footballers to become referees, or work with VAR to make it better. But they'll never do that. They'll never do that. It's the politics. It's too much politics, man. It's too much politics going. Oh, I need to update this score. Too much politics. Yeah, I got the same, but I said I'm not going in until the 5th, so I'll be in there on the 5th. I got a call from them as well, and I said, yeah, I'll be available on the 5th because I'm not available on the 2nd. Yo, Dominic Calvert-Lewin should have scored his goal, man. He should have scored. What a ball! What a cross! Look at this!
Can you open your body up
Oh
a little
my
bit?
days! How did he miss that?
You have a bigger chance of scoring. I must say, he takes it toe poking, but I would have rather seen him open his body up and take it with his left foot.
They've been a real handful, those front two, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Brendan Aronson, and it's been a problem dealing with those crosses so far.
Second half coming up.
Can Leeds build on that in the second half? They look like they're almost ready to go, and we will be inside this short break.
Monday Night Football. Everton needs to come out and just go for it. What have you got to lose? They just need to go for it. The stadium actually looks nice, Everton, the new one. Norwich are leading Coventry. Or Coventry are leading Norwich. I hope. All the away teams are winning, bro. All the away teams are winning this week. It's been a bad week for the home teams. I had to rewatch the game again. All right, bro. I'll catch you. Appreciate that. I'll catch you later. No worries. Thank you. Oh, 2 subs coming on for Everton. 2 subs are coming in straight away.
Centre backs haven't come off, so maybe they're matching up the system because this system has caused them real problems throughout that first half. And David Moyes had to change something. Yes, we thought the substitution would come on, but it'll be really interesting to see how he goes about it. But as you say, you've still got Tarkowski and O'Brien on the pitch, so
damn.
see how they go about it. And maybe that'll get them a little bit of a foothold in the game, matching them up.
Let's see if they can have an impact. They have been sorely missed, that is for
I don't play Super 6, you know.
Well, Branthwaite and Keenan Dewsbury Hall on for Everton. Branthwaite, his first appearance.
I'm surprised he left him on the bench. He needed him in the midfield. I can see why they were opening the midfield and they're missing Jack Grealish. See you on the next one, bro.
Yeah, they're switching to a back three. They had to do something. They've got some key players, back out there on the field, but it's the change in shape, and yes, it might give them a bit more going forward to retrieve the situation. But matching up Leeds, it might just slow Leeds down. They might be able to contain Leeds better than they did in the first half.
Losing Jack Grealish. see the future, but getting players back. Big players to get back. Centre of their defence.
Yeah, I will do. I will go the next. Probably next season. I'll wait for the new season.
Pickford.
It's only at 50k now. Big money.
Bogle and Justin find themselves high up the pitch.
Big money, bro.
Occasions on that first half.
Has anyone ever won it?
It's 4 efforts on goal. It's the same number as Everton had in the opening period.
Wow, one team away. Okay, hell. Imagine you predicted this weekend all away teams to win. Right, they're forcing these guys not to make mistakes. No windows open, you can hear the ambulance or the police car. Which one?
No surprise here in that. The better side. 45. Ryan, watching the bounce. Keeping it forward. That's Rodel. Stack. It's there. Braithwaite.
Pass.
To Jelly. The system will enable them to get Mikalenko.
Come on.
Forward. And Jelly. He's Garner. To send it in. Now away.
Oh, here we go. 1-on-1 with Tarkowski.
Help it all. There's one over here for Leeds. Aronson. Justin. Bogle. Pickford.
Oh, he dropped it.
Yes, they're just. The box from Jordan Pickford to get Everton going again. Just again. Braithwaite. Tarkowski. Braithwaite again. The long wait. Redemption in the Premier League. Last May against Southampton. Oh, sorry. Set foot on a Premier League pitch. Mikalenko. Garner. O'Brien. Patterson. Everton on that occasion. Here's Aronson. Pass into O'Brien. O'Brien steps away from one challenge. Across comes Justin. Enjoying himself out there.
And already Everton look a lot more balanced, a lot more comfortable. Change of shape.
Braithwaite. Ball across to Patterson. O'Brien. Tarkowski looking for Barry. So much service though. No Barry. Aronson.
This is the problem that Barry's got. It's not a bad forward ball towards him. He just gets sandwiched by two giant defenders. It's so difficult for him to secure possession.
To do forward, Calvert-Lewin trying to cushion that ball into the path, and Aronson, it almost held up for him. Shrewsbury Hall.
Yo, Everton are awake now.
Into Barry. Barry looking for a foul.
He was so looking for that foul. He was so looking for it. Good thing he didn't give it.
That was a lucky boy. once he does step across by me there, there's no need to make any type of challenge. Barry's running away from goal. Looked to me as if there was contact. He's tackling with his right foot.
Oh yeah, it was a foul. It was a foul. It was a foul from Barry.
It's a risky challenge.
Very risky.
So Everton force that Baronson start playing in those advanced central midfield positions. Everton looking for the Dewsbury Hall and Njai to do a similar job with this change of shape.
It was a foul on Barry, but the ref didn't give it. That's why you can hear the fans whistling.
Justin. Calvert-Lewin, good header. To Stark, who tried to take on Tarkovsky.
Ooh.
That has to be a free kick to Leeds. There's some not very happy Everton players out there.
It's just wrong side of his man. He just barrels into the back of him. So concept with the back of Stroud is an obvious foul.
I think they're moved. It's more about how they play.
Everton fans are loud, bro.
Into this one.
They've got one of the best home support. Everton. At least they've got one of the best away support. So it's a tussle there. Leeds United away fans, they're pretty sick fans.
Clears it away. Actually bought Rodon. He's trying for the nutmeg there. That would have been a collector's item. Bogle forwards. Looking for Justin. He's getting some joy.
It's good tracking up.
Ooh.
Justin made the forward run.
Stuck. May pick up the booking here. And they are also just checking for
A red card.
penalty as well. Challenge from Patterson.
I mentioned that tracking from Patterson. It's just whether it catches his.
Oh, I didn't even touch him, but it could have been a red.
We're looking at this challenge from Stack as well.
Well, that's certainly a naughty one. Nowhere near the ball. Makes his mind up early. Goes sliding in.
Lucky boy.
To make that challenge, but this is Patterson making that defensive run round on the cover.
Stack is a lucky boy.
Of course, I had a look at this. Probably feel his arm is in a natural position. He does strike his arm, but he's not moved his arm to the ball. The ball's hit his arm. So I think it's the right decision. That's not handball. Tracks the run really well. The ball just hits his arm. And questionable whether it's actually in the box anyway, but it's not handball.
VAR again, everything wrong this season.
Penalty. Possible penalty check declared.
That challenge is a reckless one. It's not engages in a goal. It's a silly challenge. And the card is the right decision.
So we got here for Leeds. Calvert-Lewin leading it. Justin pressing forward. Stopped Berkeley. They'll be throw it to Leeds.
Why is Monto for Leeds? He scored the goal and just disappeared.
We praised him a fair few times in this match. Calvert-Lewin leading the line well, but he's got good support in the two wing backs.
Sharp, fit, quick. Good understanding with those midfielders behind him.
Some kind words for even Ampadu behind him. Ampadu got some punch onto that. And a free kick though to Everton here. Oh, we're going to see
another yellow.
It's for Gruev.
Stopping an attack.
That tells you he knows exactly what's coming here. He's caught wrong side of his man. Doesn't read the headed clearance, just grabs a hold of Njai.
That's 2 yellow cards now for Leeds in the space of 10 minutes. Needs to be careful here.
Dewsbury Hall. Garner. creating too many opportunities here, Everton.
I think that might be the problem. This change of shape, it might enable them to contain Leeds, but I do worry for them going forward because they haven't played this way on many occasions. So again, the players very quickly have to adapt to a new style of play, new formation. Can they really get at Leeds and create a few opportunities? They're struggling to do that. Opening stages of the half.
Sorry for David Moyes. He's turned to his bench for a couple of half-time changes. Seeing a change in the flow of the game. Still waiting for an Everton target in the second half. 11 minutes in.
Of course, for Leeds, they're just assessing the change in personnel, the change in shape, and getting a grip on what Everton are doing. But Leeds have coped pretty well themselves, and they realise it's going to be a very different second half.
The Barry did well to get there first. Struck the Stroud. Barry fouls him. No, he didn't. Right back to his feet. When I say didn't, I meant in the eyes of the referee. That's how it works. Though. Footy. Let's go. Mikalenko. Day. Tarkovsky. Halfway. Here's Garner. Gay. Peterson. Waiting for the pass. Gay.
Barry.
Just working onto Dewsbury Hall. It's all a bit tight. Everton to play the way through. Tarkovsky.
Oh.
Puts it up to O'Brien. O'Brien trying to go forward. They go across. Braithwaite.
Plenty of possession here for Everton. It's all across the face of that Leeds defence. They're struggling to get any width or getting behind that Leeds back line.
And Leeds looking to show their threat on the counter. And Justin runs into trouble. Here's Gay. Bearing down on goal. And Jay blocks.
Ooh, what a block. What a block.
Very important intervention from the Leeds.
What a block.
Now Aaronson. Just expecting a Jay to slide that one in the corner.
It's a magnificent reading of the game. Defensive anticipation here from one out. Barry's chipping out towards the far post. He's his man, but he realises the danger is in Jai checking in field onto his left foot. And he steps across and gets
What
such
a block. Wow.
But it all came from Justin running in field, overrunning the ball, losing it. It's a good opportunity. It's just brilliant reading of the problem that defence were having from ball in.
Was expecting that as well. Can't reach that. Ball now with the block. It's forward by Pickford. There you go, back to his goalkeeper. With this change in shape, we expect that back three to have plenty of touches of the ball. How well can they progress the play?
It's a formation that Leeds have been playing a little bit longer this season and look far more comfortable with. Let's go back to the ball now situation. Of course, he's got a man to do with it in Barry. He's his primary concern, but Barry wasn't the major danger as Everton broke forward there. It's that stepping away from your man to actually deal with the real danger, which was Njai stepping in field, and lots of defenders would stay away from that, say it's not my job. It certainly is, and he did it brilliantly.
Dewsbury Hall on the turn. Garner. Again, saw the gap. Dewsbury Hall trying to find that pass through this Leeds defence. And instead, can Aaronson get there? He can. Rueff ahead of him. Aaronson turns into trouble. Garner. Njai. There's Stroud. Aaronson. Stroud. In a room for the centre.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In a room. Slides in. Calvert-Lewin. Couldn't keep his footing. Stack, and that's blocked by.
Oh, Leeds are coming back into the game.
Against Tarkowski, no appeals from Calvert-Lewin for the penalty, just seemed to bounce off the defender who didn't seem to do anything wrong.
Leeds are coming back into the game.
It's not easy for Calvert-Lewin, really tight area. Tarkowski, I think, just stands his ground, and there is contact there, but he's certainly not knocked off his feet by Tarkowski.
Leeds are coming back into Everton are letting Leeds back into the game.
Here's O'Brien.
And I can see Leeds scoring next before Everton scores.
A little more intensity from Everton in this second half. Still not enough. Brathwaite. Mikalenko sends it in. Now in the right place.
There's no threat from Everton at all. There's no threat.
Jai. O'Brien. Patterson.
You're right about the Everton energy. Step things up. It's all right for changing the formation to match an opponent, but then you've got to play well in that formation, zip the ball around, make things happen.
Garner. Patterson. Back to Garner. This is better for Everton.
Barry! Woo! Save! What a save! Oh my gosh! What a save!
Improvisation actually for Barry, because the ball is stuck underneath his feet. He does so well to get the outside of his boot on it to send it goalwards. It's not the cleanest strike you'll ever see. I think Garner actually reads it. Goalkeeper's alive, he's ready to make a save. He's not had a lot to do, but he was ready to dive across his goal there to keep this one out. Barry's unlucky.
Unlucky there, unlucky.
That is better for Everton, just without the end result.
Just mentioned there, Everton zipping the ball around. That's exactly what they did there. The 1 and 2 touch actually good movement off the ball. They moved that Leeds defence around.
That's the best spell of the game for Everton.
See how the flow of the game has completely changed. Much more of a contest now in the second half.
Gay with a bit of room on the left-hand side. Fair challenge from McAdoo. Has to send it long. Calvert-Lewin wins it in the air, but Pickford is out to his goal. Brathwaite.
David Boy's made half-time changes to change the flow of the game. Looks like Daniel Farke's going to do similar here, because, as I say, this is a real contest now, very different from the first half.
Patterson. Well, Leeds are going to bring on Tanaka. On to Gay. Mikalenko. Gay. Dewsbury Hall, in went Stroud.
Come on.
In went Stroud to win it. Stack.
Wow.
From Stack to find Calvert-Lewin.
Wow. Stuck.
It's a good contest right now.
You might see Leeds manage this second half. They'll just keep hold of the ball, frustrate Everton, start them off the ball. First half they dominated the game, forced Everton back. It is a different game now, so Leeds, rather than maybe add to the scoreline, just make sure that Everton don't build up momentum. They do that by keeping possession.
Well, the save that keeps Leeds in front.
It's a wonderful attempt from Tierno. Barry is going in as well, because it's moving.
What a skill from Barry.
But Darlow, give him a lot of credit for his mentality. He's hardly had anything to do. He's been a spectator for most of the game, but was ready to make a save on that occasion. Good movement of his feet. Good athleticism to keep it out.
Tanaka coming on for Leeds.
With a shout of a clean sheet. So Gruev goes off, Tanaka on. raises Dickinson.
I think it's just a change, just to put some fresh legs out there. It won't change the Leeds formation, I would have thought. Tanaka just replacing Gruyev in central midfield alongside Ampadu.
And that might help them on the counter. Here's Branthwaite. Garner. To see Gruyev making some breaks forward in the second half. And Tanaka more effective in some of areas.
Yeah, might be the counter-attack in the second half for Leeds. First half, it was just all about possession, dominating the game out the pitch. They're being forced back here, so the counter-attack might be the best way to get the second goal.
Garner. Dewsbury Hall gets it to Gay. Mikalenko. Tarkovsky.
They're walking the ball really well at the minute, Everton. But Leeds are all in their grounds, mate. They're not moving. Leeds are not budging. See that? They've got all 11 men behind the ball. They're forcing Everton to go back.
Possession in the second half for Everton.
Forcing Everton to go back.
Another change shortly. That ball goes into play. Going in the end. I think Tyler Dibbick is going to join us. I think he's just run down the tunnel, probably. I'm only guessing for a toilet break. In fact, it's been confirmed that's the case. Not what part of the toilet break, just that he's going.
It has to be an attacking change for David Moyes. The flow of the game now is towards the Leeds goal, so it makes sense to put on a fresh attacker.
It's going to be Patterson to come off, so an attacking change.
Moyes is risking it now.
Moyes making the two changes at half time. So he did that was against Crystal Palace when they were 1-0 down in that game as well. And still looking for that response on the scoreboard. Garner. Barry.
Wow.
My ball now. Leeds have looked sharp with their passing. Calvert-Lewin trying to help it all. And Pickford had no choice but to pump that out of play. And Dibling is back. And so he's able to come on. Are they going to make the change? Not just yet.
Another sub coming on for Everton. He's risking it. He's bringing in an offensive one. He's going on the offensive, Moyes.
Tarkovsky seeing that out of play. Well, once again, mentioning the praise for Calvert-Lewin, but actually, Tino Barry's had the better of his defenders in the air so far. He's won 5 of his 11 aerial duels, and here comes the latest change.
Taking off a defender, you know. Moyes.
They're going to bring a young winger on, Tyler Dibling.
Taking off a defender.
It does make sense. You've changed to a wing-back system. You've got a defender playing as a right wing-back. That stays the game. When you're looking to get an equaliser, you know, send on a winger and attacker to play that role.
Everton giving too many opportunities to young players, but Dibling players signed for decent money, so there's Owen Armstrong playing in the first half. He's got it. Dibbling. O'Brien. Branthwaite. Parry.
Unlucky.
So Everton still searching, and Mikalenko.
Man, it's so cold. I don't know how these guys are sitting out there. Oh, so cold.
In again. There's Calvert-Lewin. Jai. Mikalenko. And Jai. Garner. Gay. Loads of Everton shots forward, but he can't get it round Justin. Dibbling.
Come on, Tyler.
Dibbling. Really running into trouble there. And Aronson. And out of play it goes.
They are forcing Leeds to make errors now.
It's all about him attacking. Much of the game has changed, and he's back helping out his defence now.
Branthwaite. Dewsbury Hall. And Jai needs something special from him. Just comes in again to Acker away. Defending well, Leeds United. Brian.
Cross is a really poor one. You've got to put it between that Leeds defensive line and their goalkeeper. Turn Leeds around, give your teammates something to attack.
That's just below 70% possession in this second half for Everton. And Jai. From Bogle.
Come on. Come on.
And Jai.
Shoot!
Inside. There's a deflection on that. There's a corner for Everton.
Corner kick.
Stacking's back helping the defensive effort. Vincent Edmondson, those two in the first half, but all that going forward now, the pair of them back helping the defensive effort.
So Dewsbury Hall to take this corner. They have three centre-backs on. Kosky and Branthwaite, two of them there. In goes the corner, it's not a good one.
Not good enough.
Mikalenko. Dewsbury Hall. Garner. Dewsbury Hall.
Put a cross in.
Back inside onto his left. There's a little nick on that from Aronson and Tanaka.
Tanaka with the ball. Ooh.
There's too much on that pass, but he's not seeing a lot of the ball at the moment. And Everton want to get on with it.
Better forward pass there from Tanaka, and Aronson was away because Everton had sent everybody forward for the set piece.
Branthwaite. Tom Kosky. O'Brien. Dewsbury Hall. Looking for Gay. Tanaka across. Gay, that's a decent ball. To equalise.
Geno Barry. What? What a play. 1-1. Here we go. Game on.
So close to Darlow, he can't react and keep it out, but finally Everton will play with a bit of width, get a decent ball in. It takes Idrissa Gueye to break from midfield into that wide area. It's a well-timed run, he's onside. Tanaka doesn't do enough to stop the cross, that is poor. But now he's slightly on his heels and Geno Barry is on his way. He's got an awful lot of pace on the cross. There might be a touch on the defender as well, but Barry getting across the centre half is why the ball ends up in the back of the net.
That's his second effort on goal in this game. But Barry is having no problem with converting chances for Everton.
So no Barry. 1-1 mate. Here he comes again. I'm so happy for this guy, man.
They stayed in the game, changed the shape, changed personnel. They've got their equaliser.
And now they want to win it.
Can they win it? Can Everton go on and win to win this game? What have you got? Vote, man. Keep voting. I've got 3 votes. Need more votes. What do you think? Can Everton win this game now? Can Everton? Oh!
Barry. He's got options to the left. Garner sliding it in.
Oh!
Some serious pressure here.
Hit the bar. Hit the crossbar. They just hit the crossbar, Everton. They just hit the crossbar. Oh my days.
Garner. The giant. For the first.
Yo, Everton just hit the crossbar. Bloody hell. What the hell was that? Look at that.
He's just trying to whip it.
It's Reece again.
Slightly too much elevation on it.
Boy, hit that ball so hard, so good. And hit the crossbar.
Everton, it's amazing what goals can do for teams, and Everton got the bit between their teeth now.
Jeez. What a goal that would have been. Just need my charger, man. What a goal that would have been, man. What a goal that would have been. But Everton are back in form now, right? And this is what happens when you're brave. You know, managers that are brave enough, they always get a result. And Moyes could win this game now. He's taking the defender off because he wants to win it. This guy needs to make some changes. Leeds, they need to make some changes, man. They're getting dominated in Leeds and the midfield as well.
Opportunity there to crush him and just knock the ball in. That's what he's out there for provide service. Blue shirts in the box, you've got to flash that ball in.
This is the start of the set ball with 3 players who scored 4 Premier League goals. Tierno Barry, and he's looking for more.
Leeds, man, they need to get it together. They need to get it together, Leeds. They need to get it together. They're losing their heads, man. They need to get it together, Leeds.
By that equaliser, chasing the winner. You've got to be careful. You've got to do it in a sensible, planned way, because standing by the side have the ability to 3 or 4 passes together in Everton. They'll lose their shape, a little bit too exciting. Get too many bodies forward. They could be caught out for the counter.
Taking his time. call. That now for Hamilton. Harrison find a way through. The Leeds one is Dibley. Gay goes to Naka, can't win it. Rockwell. Angeli. Blocked by Rodon. He does get the throw in. How do Leeds approach these closing stages because they're under pressure?
I just know the subs are being called back to short. Daniel Parker has to do something here, change his personnel, try and freshen it up. He has to try and slow Everton down. This team are struggling defensively, they're not getting to the front foot.
Premier League action this weekend on Sky Sports. Some big games, and Manchester United looking to continue their strong run with a match against Fulham. Aston Villa up there at the top of the table as well, Crystal Palace, and then on Sunday Spurs hosting Manchester City, and on Monday Night Football, Sunderland against Bournemouth. But right now, this Monday Night Football, it's Everton pushing for a late winner. Shrewsbury Hall. Dibley. O'Brien. Think about that first time for Leeds United, one of their most impressive the campaign away from home. That is it taking its time right now. He's pushing from Everton. O'Brien. Gay. Again in a wide area. And he's operated in that sort of zone. You see Garner on the opposite side.
Complete change from the way the game has flowed in the second half.
Wow, look at the stat.
Formations, personnel, and the players.
Everton 71% possession. Look at the numbers, bro.
So O'Brien. Plenty of options on the edge of the penalty area. Skins it in. Tarkowski going forwards. Mikalenko. Tanaka. But Angeli's quicker and he's going to go out to play in any case.
Looks like it's going to be a triple change for Daniel Farker. He realises that this game can be taken away from them, making these changes.
He just wants to stem things at the moment. He knows his side might be tiring right now. So Longstaff, Okafor, and we're going to see a Leeds debut for Facundo Buonanotte as well.
How do you know he's gone to Leeds? Buonanotte. Triple subs. Triple subs for Daniel Farker there. Longstaff is on.
Going off, he was looking a bit tired.
Where's Dan James?
So making way of ball now as well. And here comes Buonanotte, his third loan spell in the space of a year from Brighton. And he's already played in several competitions for Chelsea in this campaign. Didn't get as much game time as he would have liked in the London club. What about for Leeds?
That's great from Daniel Farker. Looks as if he's changing to a back four. Looks like he's going to chase the win.
So it's probably the right approach because the pressure is only going one way, really.
Oh my days. Oh, you follow.
Gets a throw in. 5 minutes left of the 90 minutes. And Barry hasn't scored any of his first 15 shots in the Premier League, has now scored with 5 of his last 10 efforts on goal. That's quite the strike rate.
It's the goals scoring, he just builds confidence. I guarantee he wouldn't have made that run before he scored an Everton goal, but he did on that occasion, got his rewards.
Julie shot a little bit, but no good hits from him. It's Branthwaite. Mikalenko. We can't hold on to it. Here's Buonanotte. Shot the lead shot. Doesn't come off. Almost played it right into the path Barry. He might be a little bit tired as well, Barry, but
Pressured him again tonight. His goal across defenders. That's why he scores, but he's been tireless. He's worked incredibly hard. He's had very little service, little quality service, but he's kept on going, kept believing, and got his team back in it.
Literally, as I mentioned, the time is David Moyes turned around and pointed to Beto and told him to get ready to come on. So Beto will come on. Well, certainly for that. Stu's for goal.
Oh my days. Come on, end-to-end stuff now.
But instead, Okafor.
Oh my days.
And with time to shoot, but gets it all.
What a waste, Longstaff. What a waste.
Chance ball coming across your body. The angle is against you.
What a waste.
He's doing his best. He's trying to concentrate on a clean strike, trying to keep it down. Just doesn't get it right. He's new to the game. It's a good, decent opportunity.
What a waste.
Target from there.
Rodon. That's an ambitious pass to play. It's straight to Everton. Mikalenko. Barry is desperate for that ball to go forward, knowing that he's going to come off. Garner. Dewsbury Hall. Dibring and plays it across. The shot was over.
Absolutely. This stage of the game, just.
Jeez, Everton are through the pressure. Come on. Keeper. Barry's tired. He's playing a shit, bro. Barry is playing a shit.
It's just, he's laying it out in front of the winger, just smashing goals. He's trying to be unselfish. He's trying to pick out a teammate, just drill it goalwards. He could get a deflection of a defender and win the game.
Chance for his first Everton goal. So off comes Barry, who's going to get a good reception for the home supporters. The man who equalised for Everton with his fourth goal in his last 5 Premier League games, and Beto to finish the game off.
That's an indication of Cheno Barry's strong mentality. It's not been an easy game for him against 3 centre-halves for most of it, but he just kept going, made that run across a defender and got his goal.
Buonanotte. Bogle. Can't find Buonanotte. He's haven't really found opportunities in the second half. A yellow card for Longstaff.
Longstaff volley just came on and got himself a yellow.
Not for very long. One by Ampadu. 90th minute. Much added time are we about to get? Will we get a winner? Balotelli with the yellow card. Here's Buonanotte. Tanaka. Oh. He was in a fantastic position. 4 more minutes. Space there for Tanaka. Puts it straight out to play. Can't believe it. Just a note actually on Facundo Buonanotte, coming on for his Leeds debut. His last 3 Premier League appearances have come for 3 different clubs. He played once in the league for Chelsea this campaign.
Could have a draw here. Shared points.
He's looking for a home, maybe he's found it at Ellen Road. Well, this game has been a classic game of 2 halves, but credit David Moyes and Everton for turning things around, because they were absolutely pummeled in the first half. Could have been 2 down at least. They weren't. They forced the issue in the second half and probably deserve a point. That's the way it ends.
Well, Andy, when you look at this, literally as it stands ending at 1-1, we will be more pleased with that.
I suppose a draw is never a bad thing in the Premier League, but what these two sides are trying to achieve, Everton finishing the top 6 or 7, he's looking to avoid the drop. Both would have wanted to win. They both tried to win, just haven't quite been able to do it.
He's on the floor. It's something that was really on, but it is a corner for Leeds, and we know they're pretty good from set pieces. This is a late one.
Good defensive position, just overruns the ball. Dewsbury Hall, a real opportunity right at the death for Leeds to pinch it.
Staff to take. Will be back for Everton in the old penalty area. Longstaff's corner to the back post and over the head of Rodon and out for a goal kick.
Such a way, so frustrating. Just need a bit of quality with the delivery. You don't get it.
Well, about a minute left. Pickford to centre this forward. Buonanotte, Calvert-Lewin. Buonanotte will chase off before.
Oh, the bounce.
He somehow emerges with the ball at the end. Buonanotte down with it. Closed down. Okafor.
The guy was down on the floor, holding his face.
Somebody's teaming the ball back and he
Was down on the floor, holding his face. And the ball kicked. Oh, it was a foul actually on him against him. It was a foul on him, like, fair play to him. And he saw the ball coming back towards it, got up. Yeah, could win it for Leeds. And he got up and took the shot.
Make sure that the referee saw the damage on his lip. So Leeds with a chance to have the last word. Longstaff's corner, attacked to the near post by James Justin. Another effort for him tonight.
There's bags of pace on it. It's well beyond the near post. It's hard just to redirect that. Just looking for a glancing header.
Well,
that's it. Points are shared. The points are shared here. Fair play to both teams. I think that's probably a fair result. It was a game of two halves. A game of two halves. We've just watched there. We've just seen. And I think it's a fair result, to be honest, if you ask me. First half, it was all Leeds United. And second half, almost all Everton. But DCL gave them a nightmare. That was a proper Premier League football. The two teams, absolutely crazy.
They scored. They were a better team in the second half. And lots of entertainment. It was a good battle.
It wasn't much there between David Moyes and Dominic Calvert. They were in a little handshake and that was it. As good as Leeds were in the first half, it seemed that Everton matched them in the second, Jamie. Well, they had to improve themselves.
He's still loved by all the players, isn't it? Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Apart from the manager, everyone is giving him a hug. I don't think Everton fans hated him either. He was just unlucky with the injuries, the guy. Whatever happened to him? I don't know. But Moyes was brave. You've got to give it to Moyes. He took a defender off. Brought in Tyler. Tyler was pretty effective on the wing. And eventually they got the goal.
Despite the return of Ilman Jai to the Everton team tonight, and Leeds now just one defeat in 10 matches and another point closer to their aim, which is
Leeds. I'm surprised, man. They shocked me this season. They've done as good as it can get for them. 16. 6-point cushion now, 6 point above relegation for Leeds United. You know, and I don't see them going down. It's the way they play. They keep collecting points. But West Ham, they've done back-to-back wins, I think. Forest, 5 point. I think West Ham are likely to go down here. So Everton now on 10th, 33 point. That's not bad at all. Mid-table club. It's a mid-table club, Everton. So can they get into top 4? I doubt it. They're 5 point off top 4. Oh man. Good game though, a good scrap. It was scrappy. It's really a good stadium as well. I like this stadium, Everton. From the outside, and it looks good inside as well. We've got Champions League weekend, innit? Champions League week coming. That is, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the fixtures, man. Norwich won 2-1. They were down by 1-0. That is a crazy result. That Coventry were leading 1-0, and Norwich came back to win it 2-1. Harry Kane's contract is getting extended up by a minute. I want to see fixtures, man. Fixtures for tomorrow. Oh, got a tasty one tomorrow. Blackpool versus Stockport County. That's Baltimore Draws versus Bolton Albion. Cardiff City, Barnsley, Huddersfield, Luton, Lincoln City, Bradford City, Plymouth versus Mansfield. Tough one. Yeah, there's some good championship games tomorrow. League One. Is there any Champions League? No? '27 tomorrow, right? 28th. Okay, Champions League return on Wednesday, 28th. Olympiacos, Ajax, Arsenal, Cairo, Atletico Sporting, Atletico Madrid, Bodo Glimt. So they just came back from beating Man City. Leverkusen, Villarreal, Benfica, Real Madrid. Oh, Jose Mourinho. I can see him trying to beat Real Madrid on Wednesday. And then we've got Borussia Dortmund, Inter Milan, Club Brugge, Marseille, Frankfurt Spurs, Liverpool, Karabakh, Man City versus Galatasaray. Man City versus Galatasaray. I think I'm going to go watch that game. Monaco, Juventus, Napoli, Chelsea. Ooh, that's a tasty one. Ooh. Napoli, Chelsea. PSV, Bayern, Pavos, Slavia Prague, Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle, PSG versus Newcastle. Another tasty fixture. So all the games, right? All the Champions League games. Or tomorrow, Wednesday is the last day. Woo. And then And then Europa League games. But on Thursday. It's crazy. Champions League weekend ends on Wednesday. That is a lot of games. So I wish I was streaming up. And it's all 8 o'clock. They're all 8 o'clock. Okay. I might be able to stream one of them live from the stadium if I've got enough charge, and I should be able to stream one of them live. Wednesday, Ambassador are playing Copenhagen as well. So my guy, right? Okay. There's some good games, man. There's some good games. So tomorrow no Champions League, but Wednesday we've got Champions League. 27 tomorrow is all Championship football on League 1 and League 2s, and National League, Scottish League 2, South, Scottish Challenge Cup, quarterfinals, Coppa Italia, Fiorentina versus Como. Whoa. I might stream that tomorrow. Coppa Italia. Oh, that's a good game. Fiorentina versus Como. We've got Bundesliga though. Scottish Challenge Cup, Inverness Caledonia Thistle. Alright, so tomorrow is our Championship plus the Coppa Italia. So I might stream the Coppa Italia game between Fiorentina and Como. I want to see Cesc Fabregas win something, you know. I'm happy for him. He's doing so well. Rochelle are playing tomorrow as well against Southend United. Oldham are playing as well. Salford playing anywhere? Salford City, Salford Reds. No, Bolton are playing though. And Stockport's playing as well. Stockport were so good last season in the playoffs. Look forward to seeing them again. But Wednesday is Champions League night. It's the final night for the Champions League. So should be able to stream some of them.
Because Justin is there to score.
Dewsbury Hall came on. Gay. Barry, man. Man started dancing now. Everyone, the dancing is back, man. Don't hate on the dancing, bro. You know, that stadium looks good, Everton Stadium.
In these first half, second half stats, you can see that Leeds, with 10 shots in the first half, were right on top, but Everton came back into it with 6 shots in the second half, and all 3 of their efforts on target came in that second half, in which they were really on top.
Game of 2 halves, man. Leeds dominated first half, Everton dominated second half.
So they have to settle for a point apiece. Let's get some reaction, first of all, from the Everton dressing room. We can hear from James Garner and the goal scorer, Tino Barry, with P. Mullins.
You reckon he might get the man of the match today? Because the last one I didn't get it either.
Yeah, I think the first half we were sloppy. We wasn't quite at the races, so we have to change something in the second half.
You're very sloppy.
Brought on 2 subs, and I think you see in the second half we were much better team and probably should have won it.
What was the message from the manager at half-time? What did he want to see change?
Just a little bit more tempo. We're losing a lot of second balls in midfield, so he changed the formation a little bit. And yeah, he just wanted an overall better performance going into the second half.
And after those changes, it meant there were a lot more chances for Everton, one of them falling for you. Talk us through the moment that you saw that opening for the goal.
I just see Ghana in the good position for cross. and it be 20th, and I finish the goal.
Talk us through the celebrations as well, because there are a couple in there.
Before the game, I watch TikTok and I see the dance, and I say, today I need to do this, so I'm happy to score again.
A fifth Premier League goal for you now as well. Your fourth goal in your last 5 Premier League games as well. What do you think has unlocked this form for you recently?
I played in Spain last season, so it's not the same competition. I need just to work every day to be ready for the week to score, and yeah, I worked all the day, so I'm happy.
It's a point, but how important was that reaction, as you mentioned, in that second half, to be able to get something from this game?
I'm happy for you, Barry. I'm happy for you.
We were going into the game hoping to get the 3, but I think like I've already said, the first half wasn't.
They were really sloppy first half.
Wasn't good enough in the first half,
and they missed Jack Grealish as well.
That is what we did. So we'll have to take the point and we'll have to move on.
It's obviously a strong away form at the moment, but how important is it as well to replicate that here on home soil?
Yeah, no, we need to start putting in the performances at home as well now. Like you've just touched on them, we're very good away, so we need to bring that form home and start picking up points here.
Well, I spoke to you both last week, and I remember you said that you were hoping you were going to get the Player of the Match award the next time.
I knew this was coming. I knew Barry would get Man of the Match here. Finally, you got Man of the Match.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you very much.
Finally, got Man of the Match, man, Barry.
Proud young man, Player of the Match, and the vital goal for Everton. And didn't he take it well, Jimmy?
He took it very well. His movement was very good.
He finally got Man of the Match.
Came in front of the centre half, and he got a really good connection.
David Moyes' little pre-assist, he speeds the play, doesn't he, Jimmy, to start with?
Yeah, well done to him. Just kept the tempo going. They kept on passing the ball really well.
There was a sense in the game that it was coming as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, they were having control for a while, and it was good to see that they kept their patience and kept the ball.
You see the straight back here, though, Jimmy? They get into the back, yeah.
Guiu goes into the space, and what he does really well, he doesn't take a touch, he crosses straight away. And then Barry comes across his centre half.
That first time ball,
and
he just whipped it.
Really
just
well.
whipped the ball across.
Now he comes in front of his centre half. Centre half lets him, and he doesn't miss the opportunity.
What about the finish, Jimmy? Is that just about getting your foot there, or do you think he actually lifts it deliberately, almost gets underneath the ball?
Moyes, you got to give it to him.
Well, actually, he does.
He was brave to make that substitution. He took the defender out, brought in Dibley, Tyler, and Tyler works really well on the wings as well.
Anything about it.
And he made 2 brave substitutions as well. Just second with it went before second half.
Feeling more confident. He's finding his way in England, of course, not just in terms of the Premier League, but the country as well. You heard that from his interview. But with every game, it feels like he's growing confidence. He feels like he can try things like this now as well.
But what do you think from this angle, Jimmy? You talk about the finish. You know that so well. Do you think it's
what he does really well is coming across? It changed the pace. If you stop here. Now he goes underneath the ball and it goes over the goalkeepers. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, that's good striker play.
You know what? I'm going to give it. It's not something to the benefit of the doubt, but to me, it looks like it's not just a toe poke. He's actually thinking, I need to lift this, and maybe not necessarily over the goalkeeper, but maybe make sure I actually take the defenders, take the block out the way,
and goes high.
Yeah,
from that close, if it goes
really
high, the goalkeeper has no chance. We have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
It was a wonderful goal, and it was very well received by the Everton fans, as was the celebration, or celebrations, we should say, because there were multiple from this young man. With every goal, there's another little twist.
Needs to go on Strictly.
Go. Oh, well, wait. I love that one. Yes, you. And then
celebration.
And then there's the team mode. Hat-trick of celebration. So come on, Jimmy, you're the dancing specialist here. We need you to judge the actual dance move in the middle of that.
I give him a 9. I give him a 10 for the goal. I give him a 9 for the dance. But look, come on, you score, you have to celebrate. You have to take these moments, enjoy these moments, and that's what he's doing. Well done.
I give him a 7.
Give him a 7. You're like Craig.
You know the brilliant thing about that is when we watched him in the first half of the season, you almost felt for me. He almost looked shy. He almost looked like.
You saw that in the interview as well, Jay.
No, I see. But what I'm saying is, that's confidence. The celebration is confidence because he scored 4 in 5 games. At the start of the season, you're looking like a boy who come from Villarreal, didn't feel like he fitted in really. You almost felt sorry for him, you know, watching him play. But you think that type of celebration, that only comes with sort of a confidence and an arrogance.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
What is good about him, he worked his socks off. He works really hard. Now, does everything come off? No. But he can get better at the simple things. You know, the combination work, the holding of the ball, when to go into the space and when not. But the good thing that he has, he's got a nose for the goal. You know, he's got 4 in 5. This goal he took really, really well. He's going to score more goals.
4 in 5, you know.
He needs to work on the other things.
For a guy that
Brilliant
was
finish,
shy away
and,
from the
early
goal,
sign
right,
of point tonight
was he
after
scoring.
James
Fair
Justin
play to David
had
Moyes, though.
given,
He trusted him,
Leeds United the
stuck
lead
with him,
in the
and now he's
first
getting
half.
him the
And we can hear
goals.
from him now. We've been wanting to see.
Getting
It's a
him all
point,
the
but it's
goals.
an important point in the Premier League. What's your assessment of that performance today?
I feel like we started the first half pretty well, although in the first 10 seconds they got a corner. But overall, in the first half, we played quite well and went a goal up and had a few chances to make it more, but didn't take them. And then obviously they're a decent side and established Premier League side, so you know, coming away to a place like this, they can have their spells. And most of the second half, we were defending, and in the end, we'll take a point.
Let's talk about that first half because it felt like Leeds were really in control. What do you think worked particularly well in that opening 45?
I just feel like we had trust in the way we were playing, and we had a bit of confidence coming into the game. It also helps having longer to prepare for the game, which we had. But it's just one of those things. There's ebbs and flows in football, and you just have to ride the wave when you can.
You did get a goal in that first half. Just talk us through it when you saw the opportunity for you.
Yeah, well, I got a bit of stick from one of the coaching staff because he says I arrive in the box too quick, so I thought I'd wait a little bit longer this time, and luckily it came off, so I've got him to thank for that. But yeah, so I'm glad to go on the score sheet, but glad we didn't win.
First Premier League goal, I think, for you for Leeds as well. How important is that for you personally too? Yeah,
I mean, it's a big step in the right direction for me. Been playing recently, feeling good, body's feeling good, and happy overall.
In terms of the difference then in the second half, where did you feel the biggest difference was compared to that first half performance?
They brought on my mate, Keenan. Yeah, he was very good, and he was finding spaces in the pockets, and I thought they were occupying, obviously, the 10 spots really well, and yeah, he made a big difference when he came on, and obviously the centre half as well, they made a big difference, and that's the quality they have, and that's why they're established Premier League side.
It is just still the one defeat in your last 10 Premier League games since the start of December. How important is that, though, especially with the aspirations that Leeds have this season?
Yeah, I mean, we're not afraid to talk about our goal, and that goal is to stay in the Premier League no matter what, and to keep ticking points on the board and keep putting up ones or threes. It doesn't matter to us as long as we're moving in the right direction towards the end of the season.
Well done today. Thank you very much for your time.
Now they're 6 points clear of the bottom three thanks to his goal.
Fair play.
A really good first half performance. He played well all night, Jamie. It'd be interesting to hear him talk about the fact that he had to delay his run into the box. The coaching staff said he was getting there too early.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? You know, as I said, there's so many sort of intricacies and details around every position, defending and attacking. We just highlight where he is initially now. As I said, the ball's on the opposite side. It's in the middle and it's got to come to this side. But that's his position there. And also, he's with Dwight McNeil there as well. And when you talk about sort of getting in there too early, Dwight McNeil actually comes off the pitch because he doesn't match this run. Listen, Everton probably wanted a foul there, but I don't think it quite was. But we just see right now that has already changed from what I'd highlighted sort of 4 or 5 seconds ago. So there is the big problem. Wing backs on both sides caused Everton huge problems right throughout the game. So not throughout the game, certainly in that first half, but he times that to perfection. And that is probably one of the biggest reasons why Dwight McNeil never came out for the second half. Jimmy, you talk about time to run into the box. It's definitely not my speciality.
Yeah, it's very well done from him. You talk about McNeil, yes, he didn't match the run, but he's positive, Justin, and he arrives there. And if you don't arrive, you don't get these opportunities. And
we talked about
Jimmy, and he takes it really well.
Jimmy, can I ask you something to finish it? Because it's interesting. He's got a defender converging and a goalkeeper coming at him, almost not just try to almost tackle him, but he passes it.
Yeah.
You don't see players actually just blast that because they see players coming towards him. He just passes it in.
But if you blast it, the goalkeeper has got more chance to save it. If you pass it, it's harder for the goalkeeper, especially that close.
His fifth Premier League goal, his first for Leeds United. We were talking about him off air, Jimmy, and you were saying he was a player that you really admired in that Leicester team.
Yeah, when he was coming up, when Leicester bought him from Luton, you thought this boy is going to be an England superstar. And unfortunately, he got 2 really bad injuries. But I'm really happy for him to see him back playing regularly and doing well as well, because he's a very good player.
Yeah, looks a really astute signing, doesn't it, for Leeds United, and he's growing into it very much the more game time that he gets. We will hear from the managers when we return.
Right. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm going to get off. It's been a good game.